Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, 180. Right front forward. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
King.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go, baby.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Let's go. You run. You got tight right there. Check.
Mayfield to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180. 54 miles. No chance. Check safety. Pistol.
On first down, Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Taylor, and an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Pistol. Hey, echo. Right there in the middle. 55. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him
From the red zone now, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal. From the 2 now. Second and goal.
133. 64. Weak.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it? 53, Mike. I got one.
Throwing on first down. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Keep going. 50, plant. Say, lock it. Second turn, defense. Second turn, defense. Let's go. Check. Lucky. Tight dog. Watch the safety creep. Good dash. Go. X3, 218, chopper. Bravo. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Let's go.
On first down, Costello, and Thomas has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, Haywood. 53.
To throw on second down, Costello, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, exit. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the curl. Mike, 53. Mike. Five.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Watch the screen. Hatchet. Ready.
Back to throw. Costello into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Taylor. Set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
54. Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Check 37. 6-6. Pull it high.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Cut. Check. Check. 6 Alpha. Check. 53 is mic. Check.
2nd and 5. Thomas has got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Go. 53. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? Give me some. 22 jet bomber. 15. Check 15. Save. Joker.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Back. Hey, Charlie. Now.
On 1st and 10, Costello going to look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Room here to run. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Costello. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Switch. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Costello escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Let's see how that recipe works. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't
2nd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Get it.
Throwing after the interception. Costello. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 4.
Back to throw. Costello. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check 99. Check 99. Go. Undercrush. Hey. High 7. Check hot. 53 is the mic. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Becker. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Smooth. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I'm coming after you.
Bravo!
Throwing on third and long. Costello. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alert! Protein spill.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
33.
Watch his flat. Rush in.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, alert!
On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
33.
Check. Crunch.
61. Matchbox lights.
Slam. Shift.
Real.
Shift.
Up.
Watch the shift.
They run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Costello eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Costello. Washington's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Check 9, check 9. Do. Check your out read.
Hey, exit.
53 at the mic.
Sit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Ready.
From the gun, Costello flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about 3 points?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Right there.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Check 26, check 26.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Check, 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 check. Check 24, check 24.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
In the face.
You're out. Check 24. Check 3, check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
52. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
5.
On 1st and 10, Costello escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
You ready?
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
5.
Check, check. 40's mine.
Check, go.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Be ready. Hey, zoom. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's get it together, Chief.
Throwing again. Costello to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Squeeze, double.
Check. Kill.
Check 43. Hey, Alpha. Watch twins. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They were looking for Johnson that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49.
Alert. What's up?
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check. Hey, alert 33. Regular. Slam.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to walk one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check 24. Watch 24. 80 weapon. You go tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for